Hi, fam. Please don't be too upset with me. I know it has been almost a month since I have done a vlog. There's so much going on with regards to all of the planets and the energy, and there has been so much going on with me and my twin flame energetic connection. Today has many significant, important meanings to me. The first one is, well, today is January 23rd, and today happens to be my beloved twin flame's birthday, and I want to give him the biggest birthday. I love you. Words cannot explain how much I love you. I hope that you are having the best day in your entire life. I'm sending you all of the love and the joy, the bliss and the abundance that I have in my heart and my soul. I'm sending it all to you, beloved. I love you so much. On top of it being my beloved's birthday, today is we are experiencing a full moon in Leo. That is all about, full moons are about completion. It's about feeling full. It's about releasing. It's about light being shed on things. It's about, finishing up. It's about ending something so that you can start something new. Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac. It is, when you see a Leo, you see a big lion with a big mane. It's the personification of a Leo is all about strength. It's all about your heart. It's all about courage. The motto of the Leo is I will. The full moon is when the earth is in between the sun and the moon, and the light from the sun is shining on the moon. So during a full moon, from Earth's perspective, we are able to look up in the sky and actually see the moon because the light of the sun is shining on the moon from our perspective. This is really interesting that we're experiencing a full moon in the sign of Leo because the sun is in the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the opposite polar sign of Leo. The sun's energy is all about our soul. It gives us power. It shines the light on where we're going. It is our will. It's our determination. It's like this energy is so crazy. And on top of that, 5 planets are lined up, and we're able to see these 5 planets without binoculars and without a telescope before dawn every day from January 20th until February 20th. And the planets that are lined up are Mars, I'm just reading them off, are Mercury, Saturn, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. These planets lining up in the sky, the way that they're lined up in the sky now, are providing us with all of the energy of these planets. On top of everything else that's happening, like we're also getting energy from the higher realms. We're also getting energy and information and downloads from the sun, from illuminated beings, from source, from our spirit guides, from our guardian angels, from the ascended masters. It's just really, really amazing. My intention was to do a vlog before the full moon to give you all of the information about Leo, to give you all of the information about the moon like I do in all of my other vlogs, but I just was not, that wasn't my calling to do that for this vlog. I just really wanted to, come to you all, stay connected with you all, and just share with you what has been happening within my life, especially within my twin flame mission, connection, energy, union, whatever it is that you want to call it. Towards the end of 2015, I had just been at my wit's ends with everything that I have been experiencing with regards to my beloved twin flame, and I came to a realization that it was time for me to really surrender, release, and let this go. Detach from what I expect to happen. Detach from how I expect him to react. Just detach from my whole programming of expectation with regards to relationships and how he and I are supposed to communicate and how we're supposed to react to each other and how we're supposed to be. I found quite a challenge in all of this detachment, and I'm smiling because I have seen where I've been and now, and where I am now. So there's I feel like I have grown a lot, and during that growth period, there were growing pains. I experienced growing pains. I was sad one day. I was feeling chest pains all through this entire period. I was told that I went through all of these physical tests and everything was fine. There's nothing wrong with my heart. There's nothing wrong with any of my organs, and I just didn't understand. I normally would go and seek a lot of outside counsel when it comes to things like this. But this time around, I was like, you know what, Elle? It's time for you to get into your knowing. It's time for you to start loving yourself more. It's time for you to start trusting yourself more. It's time to start turning within and turning to your guides and source and the angels that are working on your team with you. And that's exactly what I did. I was fed up with everything that was happening. I was fed up with the way that I was feeling, and I came to an understanding and an understanding that part of this twin flame learning lesson / mission is to learn how to surrender to God, to source when it comes to this, to detach from what it is that you expect, detach from the things that you have experienced, and come to an understanding that you just have to focus on yourself. I had to get to that understanding. I thought I came to that understanding before, but everything is a learning experience. And I realize now that if I wasn't continuously experiencing some type of challenge, then I would have been stagnant. And when you're stagnant, you're still. When you're still, there's no growth. When you're still, there's no love. So nothing is circulating, nothing is moving. So I had to go through these challenges in order to learn certain lessons and overcome certain challenges and trials and tribulations that I have been experiencing, especially with regards to programming. That's one of the things that twin flames break down. They break down the programming. They are here to instill a new way of being, a new way of relating, a new type of connection between with ourselves and with others. So at the end of 2005, I was like, Elle, this has got to stop. How many times are you going to do this to yourself? How many times are you going to be so attached to the outcome? How many times are you going to be so attached to your programming with regards to your interaction with him and others? How many times are you going to hurt yourself like this? And I was just stomping my feet one day, I was having a tantrum. I'm like, no, enough, enough. I prayed a lot. I worked with my angels a lot. I worked with my spirit guides a lot. I was always carrying my crystals with me. And another thing that I did was I was blessed to connect with an individual who introduced me to Lighterian Reiki and Lighterian clearing, and she helped me do the clearings and the Reiki. I'm still in the process of finishing up the Lighterian clearings, but through all of those attunements and working with that Lighterian energy, I have had such a breakthrough in which that a lot of the things that I believe, a lot of the programs that I have been attached to, a lot of my thoughts and ideas and expectations with regards to life and with regards to interacting with others and the relationships that I have with people and how I communicate with them have just been broken down to the truth of what everything really is about. I've gotten to the point now where I am at peace with the fact that I don't have control over the twin flame connection that I have. I'm at peace with the fact that things may not happen the way that I would like them to happen. However, that doesn't mean that they didn't happen for my betterment. So once I was able to open myself up to Lighterian energy, Lighterian Reiki, and Lighterian clearing, I was able to come to these epiphanies where it was like, okay, Elle, you're feeling this feeling. It's okay to feel it. This is not who you are. It's coming to the surface because it needs to be purged, and you need to be able to see it for what it really is, and you need to release it. Now it's time to release it. Now it's time to do this clearing, this Lighterian clearing. And I've worked with ascended masters, and I've worked with angels and my spirit guides, and I feel like working with this Lighterian energy has really, really helped me. And it's also helped me to find harmony and balance. And that's something else that is very important within life, period. Being able to balance and harmonize what it is that you are experiencing, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your ego, definitely, because your ego is that voice that's always talking to you, telling you, no, you should have done this. I can't believe you let that person talk to you. Are you going to let them get away with that? Like, you have to really come to terms with the fact that this voice that you're hearing all of the time may not be the voice of reason. There has to be some type of balance. You have to get to the point where you are able to find peace no matter what happens, and understand that peace doesn't have anything to do with outside factors. It has everything to do with how you feel within yourself, and knowing that there's only one person and thing that has control of the way that you feel, and that is you. And that's what I've come to. So, like I was saying, at the end of 2015, I was like, this has got to stop. Like, I've got to do something about this, because I can't control him. I can't control these outside factors. Maybe I don't know what's the best thing for me at this point. I came to the point where I surrendered. I was just like, I surrender everything. I asked for the strength to surrender. I prayed for the strength and the courage to accept whatever happened, even if it wasn't something that I want to happen, that I wanted to happen. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, Elle, now you got to make a decision. And your decision, you have to put action behind your decision. And not only do you have to put action behind your decision, but your decision has to be based on love. First and foremost, love for yourself. The love that twin flames have for each other, the connection that we have will never disappear. However, for me, I had to learn how to stand up for myself and stand up for my heart and love myself first. So I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to reach out to him, because that's the agreement that we made. I'm very respectful of the choices that he has made in life, and I don't go outside of what he asks of me, because I know that that would cause a problem, no matter how I feel about it. And lo and behold, he did reach out to me at the end, at the end of December, beginning of January. And at that point, I was like, okay, I might not necessarily want to communicate with him right now, because I'm still going through this, trying to have more control and identify with what I'm feeling, and go through all of this clearing. But I have to do it, and I have to do it in a way whereby I'm loving myself. I'm not hard on myself. I'm not mean to myself. I don't talk badly to myself, but I'm very nurturing and encouraging to myself and my heart about this, because there were still some things that were very heavy on were very heavy on my heart regarding the way we interacted and communicated with each other. And when I say that, I mean that we agreed that I would not reach out to him. I would just wait until whenever he felt that he needed and or wanted to communicate with me, that's when I would speak. And in the interim of this time period, sometimes I would want to reach out with him. Sometimes I felt some things that I know he was feeling, and I just wanted to speak with him just to double check and make sure, and just to get that outside confirmation that this is the stuff that was happening. But I wasn't, I made this agreement with him, so I'm sticking by the agreement. That's the only thing that I really can do. I wanted to also express to him what was heavy on my heart. I know that this is what we're experiencing. I really don't care if you believe it or not, but this is heavy on my heart, and I need to get it off of my chest. That's where I was like, I have to start living by my heart. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm either going to not communicate with him at all and do my thing, or I'm going to say what is on my heart and just leave it. I don't want an explanation from him. I'm not looking for a reply. I just need to let him know that this is how I feel. And I am so okay with whatever he says or whatever he does. I'm just so completely over this. I have just, I fell down on the ground crying damn near every day about this. And I was so okay with it. And we had a conversation, and fam, wouldn't you know that he's gotten to the point whereby he does see and understand that that we share something, but he just doesn't exactly know how it fits in the choices that he's made in his life. He's admitted that he does believe that we are twin flames, but it's just so surreal to him at this point, because he has been battling, going through that internal battle of heart and soul. And that's what I have been feeling all of this time. That's where some of my chest pain has been coming from. It's been coming from him going through this heart and ego battle. And we were actually able to get to a point where we spoke. I felt like we spoke openly about it. No pressure, no urgency. Just, this is what I've been experiencing. This is what I've been feeling. This is what I've been thinking. And I just want to share this with you. No expectation, no judgment, no direction, no instruction, no I told you so, none of that. Just like two people who know they share, who know they're in a twin flame energetic connection, just sharing with each other. And that is something that I have envisioned and have been waiting for quite some time. And I also expressed that to him. Like I was very uh, um, forthright with him. I expressed to him everything that was on my heart, and in expressing and sharing with him what I had been feeling, what I know he had been feeling and experiencing, giving him examples of some of the things that happened and happen because we share this energy. My chest pain is basically like non-existent now. Like, now let me say to you that there was something that was on his mind, something that was worrying him, and my stomach was hurting me so much. So when he did reach out to me and we communicated, I asked him, you know, what is it that is bothering you so much? Because my stomach is killing me. And he actually shared with me, you know, something that was really heavy on his mind. So that was another example of how close he and I are connected to each other energetically. And like, I wanted to tell him so much more. I wanted to be like, you know, you need to do this, or you need to watch this person, or you might find some information in reading this article, or maybe you could look into this, or maybe you could look into that. But I didn't. And that's something that I would normally do. Like, I'm the type of person that you want some information about something, I am on it. I will become the encyclopedia of all the information that you need, especially with my beloved. But this time around, it was so much, it was just like really surreal, fam. It was like, wow, everything that you have been feeling, Elle, is real, and he has just been not expressing this stuff to you for whatever reason he has, and you don't need to ask what the reason is. You already know it. And we came to each other from our heart centers and had this really beautiful conversation. Now, I don't know what's going to happen moving forward, um, but I can say that I have basically no expectations at all whatsoever. Will I feel like this tomorrow? Who knows? I hope that I do feel like this tomorrow, but who knows? The fact of the matter is that I feel like I have equipped myself with so many different skills and options as to what I can do if I do start to fall back into that programming of expectation. There's so many different things that I have been doing. I started dancing again, which is something that I absolutely love. I started reading about working with my chakras. I started working with my chakras more, which is something that has helped me so much. I started meditating every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is unbelievably helpful for me. I started to make specific time within my days to do Reiki. Now I have this, my clock goes off at 30 minutes after every hour so that I can do Reiki. I would love to get to the point where I actually do it, but you know, being that I work for 8 hours a day, I'm not able to actually do the Kundalini Reiki. However, when the alarm goes off, my intention is to do Reiki, and I think about Reiki, and I'm of an understanding that that works as well. So there's things that I have implemented into my life that are definitely helping me. And not only that, I more recently started reading about harmonization and balancing. And I feel like that has helped me so much because within this connection, there is attraction that twin flames share, and it has to be balanced so that when there's a bounce back or there's a quote unquote separation, it's not felt so heavily in the heart. It's not like a rejection type of thing. It's more of a, okay, I understand that the attraction and the want and the need from the heart is so great, that sometimes my beloved may feel overwhelmed. And it's not because of something that I'm doing. It's just because of that's just part of the energy and the energetic connection and attraction that we share. I am understanding that sometimes either one of us may feel like we need to pull back for a minute and regroup. And that's the way that I was feeling at the end of December. I was feeling like, okay, I'm wanting this too much. I'm wanting him to wake up too much. Like, I want to do work. I've said that in my other vlogs about this twin flame connection. I'm ready to do work. I'm ready to do work. But you know what? It dawned on me. I'm ready to do work, but I don't know what work can be done. Like, I have no idea. What work can he and I do together? Yes, we could meditate together. Yes, we could start to, communicate with each other through energy. Yes, we can meet on the astral plane. But besides those two things, what else can we do? The crazy thing about it is that I know that we can do a lot of other things. I just don't know what they are. And I wouldn't even know how to suggest them because I just don't know. So that's one of the things that I definitely would reach out to twin flames who are in their union stage and working together to find out. And when I do, I will definitely come back and, let you know what's happening with all of that. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you that I think that once you surrender to whatever it is that you're going through and release, because all of the energies that we have been dealing with, all of the moons and them being in the zodiac sign and this planet being here and this planet being there and in this zodiac sign, all of the planets lining up, all of this energy was about coming from our heart, learning to love ourselves more, being more in tune with what our soul's purpose is, coming from a point or a different perspective of things, being able to see a broader view, being brave enough to delve into your shadow and or dark side to find out the other part of who you are. And once you get that information, you'll understand that you need that darker side to realize that the dark and the light make the complete person and soul that you are, working with both, harmonizing both, being balanced in both, and bringing all of that to the forefront through your heart so that we can start to ascend and so we can be more enlightened about who we are and what our purpose and mission is while we spend time on Earth. And I've been definitely, or all of us have actually been doing just that. Some of us may notice it more, like I definitely notice it, especially because of the communication that I had with my beloved twin flame. And just by communicating with him, he has told me through our conversation that he's been, although he might not be aware of what planet the Jupiter is in, he has definitely been experiencing and working with all of the energy as well for his betterment. Yeah, I just felt that it was really important to share that with you all, especially my other beloved twin flames who are not in the union, because a lot of times we feel like we're alone. Like, it's really difficult to speak about what we experience with those individuals who have no living experience and or understanding of what it is like to be a twin flame at all on any level. You are definitely, definitely not alone. And the one thing that I would definitely suggest and recommend is that we all get into the habit of loving ourselves first, before we I don't want to say expect, but before we are looking for any kind of change within, um, the way we communicate and or the relationships that we have with anybody, because you have to change the relationship that you have with yourself in order for you to see things change or in the outside world. And that's basically what I have been working on, and not realizing that I have been working on, changing the relationship that I have with myself, breaking down the programming that I have been living by with regards to who I think I am, what I expect, what I would want other people to look at me and see, or how I want them to treat me, or how I think that they should treat me. All of that stuff had to break down. All of my issues had to come to the surface so that I could see what was really going on with me, and start to love me even more and accept me for who I am at my core. And I feel like in doing that, then the doors opened for me to have this type of open and honest communication with my beloved, whereby I feel like we're both on the same plane when it comes to, um, admitting and accepting that this is what is actually happening. Um, yeah, yeah. So, like I was saying, I wasn't really like attracted to doing the regular vlog that the vlogs that I normally do, because it just wasn't in my heart, and I feel like I really need to start doing those things that are in my heart. And I think that you will probably feel the same way. And you can definitely check this out. But here we go, right? This is the L from the other vlogs. Hey fam. Um, if you do feel like, you need to start living more from your heart, you could use this full moon in the sign of Leo to get the courage to be like, here I am. Because that's what Leo is all about. I will. Here I am. Look at me. Pay attention to me. This is what I feel. This is what I can do. This is what I can accomplish. This is who I am. Pay attention to me. Here it is. You know, um, all eyes on me. I want this attention. Use this new moon, this full moon, to let the sun shine on those qualities in you that are bright, those qualities in you that are from your heart that you want to express. Get the courage from Leo to delve deep into your subconscious, because the moon is about your dreams, your intuition, your desires. Find the courage to have the conversation with yourself and see what it is that you really want in your heart, in your soul, and bring that forth, bring that to the surface, and live from your heart, speak from your heart, do from your heart, act from your heart, think from your heart, love from your heart, be from your heart. Have that will. Use the sun, use the energy of the sun. The sun is shining the light on. It's the power that we need. The courage. It gives us courage also, just like the energy of Leo, to come from your heart. We can do this. Like, we have no other choice. Like, I had no other choice. I know you all are feeling it also. Let us do this together, because in numbers we are stronger. In numbers we are so much stronger. So, although this vlog was quite different from my other vlogs about the energy and the sun and the zodiac sign and all of that other stuff. I really enjoyed sharing a more personal side of my life experience with you all. Now, I'm not saying that all of my vlogs are going to be like this because I don't want you all up in my business. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I will definitely, stay connected. I do enjoy doing the vlogs on the planet, so I will get right back into that. But I just felt like this vlog is just like, this stuff has really been on my heart, and I wanted to share it with you all to see that, so that you can see, especially my beloveds, that we have no other choice but to grow. We have no other choice but to break down the programming. Like, there's no other choice for us. Even if we don't think it's happening, believe me, it is happening on a higher level than you may be able to tell. But it's definitely happening. If you're feeling like, you're not making any progress, like things aren't changing, believe me, they really are. You just have to, stay on course. Try to have that unwavering faith. Pray for faith, Talk out loud. Scream if you have to. But it's happening for you. And I know that it's happening for you because if it's happening for me, it's definitely happening for you as well. Do not give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. I promise you that all of your dreams can and will come true. Let's stick together, fam. I love you. Beloved, once again, happy birthday. I love you so much. And fam, new viewers, I will check you later. Bye.